No, let me
This
know
house needs
what
to
you guys
be
want in the
renovated.
future.
I'll probably prematurely move my family into this.
All right, guys, I was just kind of like saying some stuff for the beginning of that video because
Whatever.
this is streaming on YouTube right now, and then people who are going to come by that maybe would find this video that we're going to look for some of my crypto stuff or like mining rig stuff, they'll see this, and I just gave them a little something, this, you know, to let them know, hey, you know, I'm just trying this tonight, but let me know in the comments if there's someone you want to know, because we'll all get together and we'll talk about stuff. We all dabble in crypto, we all have fun, but just hang out and, you know.
Some of us less successfully than others, but some of us do a decent job with crypto, yeah?
Yeah, well, it's fun. It's a fun landscape, and I enjoy the...
It is a fun landscape.
I
it's
haven't
funny.
made really anything, but it's still there. It's still trying.
Really? Dude, I did decent shit.
This past week was awesome, man.
Oh, yeah.
I jumped up by like 50%.
I was looking through all my my different accounts, man, and I stumbled into the fact that I had like 100,000 units of SIA coin.
Oh,
and I was like, what the hell is going on with SIA coin? So then I checked it out. I'm like, man, this is actually a lot of... What in the world? Just stumbled into it.
Yeah, buddy.
You just forgot about it, and then all of a sudden there's a bunch of money.
Are you selling at the peaks of all the waves and riding them back down and buying them again, or are you just let it sit?
No, this was like a few years ago. We were all talking this coin stuff, and a lot of us were like just throwing shit at the wall, buying a bunch of these, bunch of these, right?
Yep.
So that just happened to be one of the ones that I bought. It's like at 3 cents right now.
That's what's up, though.
Bought it. It was at like 0.00000. You know what I mean? It was just like throwing shit at the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the other day I saw it, and it was like, what? Coin's up to 3 cents. I don't think it'll ever do anything, but if it ever hit $1, I could have stumbled into 100 grand. Shit.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? That's all you need. You just need $1.
Hey, what happened, Mega, with that pump today?
My stream still on.
I didn't check it at the end of the day.
Nothing.
HCMC, nothing?
Nothing. Went to 35 cents this morning and dropped to 24 by the end of the day.
Wait, hold up.
Oh, 0.024, you mean?
Oh, yeah, 34
Or
cents.
0.0024.
34 cents, then we were all in trouble. We sold.
Dude, if it was 34 cents this morning, we would have been filthy fucking rich.
Yeah.
We would have been buying yachts by lunchtime.
Yeah.
Oh. See, isn't that the excitement of crypto? Like, isn't that...
Well, this is actually a stock, but yes.
But
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's an opportunity that you might, I might buy a yacht by lunchtime, boys. Like,
yeah, right.
One of our good friends in another channel that we belong to, he's the crypto guy, and he really has gotten pretty filthy rich off this shit.
Good for him.
Like he's really taking it serious. But I remember he was mining for a while and setting up like whole areas to mine.
Mm-hmm.
I think that a lot of these that I may have bought, 10,000 or 100,000 of, I think a lot of these lesser coins he may have mined, 1 million of. So then essentially he's throwing free shit at the wall, right? And then if one of those hits, you've done.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep, for real.
So
I did the same thing, man. Back when I was mining, I bought 1,000 of a bunch of different, shit coins at the time, but a lot of them turned out well. I bought, like someone that kind of came up like Cardano, and bought a bunch of that back in the day. And of course I was always deep in Ethereum, mining Ethereum, and
sold a bunch of Cardano out.
Didn't you used to have a bunch of that, Mega?
I got a bunch of XRP. I got a bunch of a lot of stuff, man. But it's I'm holding on to a lot of it still too. I got a bunch of Dogecoin too, man. That's the first thing I mined was Dogecoin before I did any Bitcoin or Ethereum. And I was mining all kinds of just weird. The weirdest fucking coin I mined was called Bible Pay, and it was like, I'm not even religious, but I was like, man, I feel like some Christians are gonna want some Bible money, And so I mined it up really quick, and I got a ton of it. I just wish I would have. I wish it would have blown up.
I wasn't seriously enough to actually save all my wallets, unfortunately. That was the problem, because I was doing Dogecoin and Gaben coin at the same time.
Yeah, dude.
And yeah, I had a lot of Dogecoin because it was early on, right?
Sure.
And yeah, that's all gone.
Yeah.
Too bad.
I'd go.
That's the danger of crypto. That's why I stick to one wallet.
Some of them are crazy. Like when we bought into Litecoin, I want to say my first Litecoin purchase was like $83-ish.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, we're not even talking about that long ago. Like, I'm not looking at their chart. I could be fairly quick here, but Actually, I could be very quickly. Um, but yeah, I mean, we're talking about like not even that long ago, a few years ago, and we can say that about a lot of coins, man. That's the crazy
Mhm.
thing. I mean, like Litecoin, for instance, it's like $270 some right now, man.
Yeah.
And we're
Yeah,
talking
I've got.
just 4 or 5 years ago, whatever.
I played in Litecoin. Oh yeah.
You're talking about a 300% return on your money in a 5-year span.
Yeah.
I tell you what, one of these.
It's a risk, man. Like nobody was really willing to put up like, well, I guess some people probably were, but I personally didn't want to put 100K on Litecoin. I wish now maybe I had.
Just 1,000 or 10K would have done it.
Yeah, just $1,000 would have done you just nice.
It would have done something for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, a few grand.
300%
You know,
on 1,000 is nice, dude.
I may have to stream it sometime. I've got, when Megahertz was talking about having all those wallets, but just not having them organized. Luckily, I'm in information technology, man. And so like I made a bunch of VHDs, encrypted drives. They're just files. I can move them to USBs or whatever, and it's got all my wallets in it. But I haven't opened it in a long time, since all the last couple cycles. So I might have to stream it, open some of those wallets, see if I can even use the clients anymore. Some of them I'll have to do some commands to get the wallets to load, I'm sure, like the ZCash and shit. Like I know that client's no longer used, but we'll see. That's something to be determined, man.
If you remember, like way back, Bitcoin was rewarded to you for like filling out surveys online and stuff. There was different ways to get like early. Like I'm talking like AOL era. You could get Bitcoin rewarded to you. Matter of fact, I think one of my friends, if I'm not mistaken, I think one of my friends, he filled out enough surveys to get enough Bitcoin, because if you filled out X amount of surveys, you could get like five or 10 Bitcoins, and once you had 5 or 10 Bitcoins, you could trade them for a Bitcoin T-shirt.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah.
Like,
Yes.
I'm pretty
Yes.
sure. I'm pretty
Yes,
sure that my good friend, who God rest his soul, he's dead. But I'm sure my good friend traded 10 Bitcoins for a T-shirt that had a Bitcoin logo on it.
Yeah, he'd have a heart attack.
Yeah.
That 550, dude, that's
Ooh-wee.
Sick, bro.
I was like, who's looting my demon
an
here?
expensive
Charlie?
T-shirt. Can you imagine stumbling into that shirt in the Goodwill, man? That would probably bring an eBay penny too.
Oh yeah.
Like it's a $500,000 shirt.
$500,000.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously.
yeah, that's it. That's a $500,000 T-shirt.
I'm pretty sure you can sell it to Travis Scott if nobody else, right?
Yep. That's for damn sure.
That's Supreme Sweat.
For sure.
That was great right there. I didn't see Jolly roll it.
Let me
I
get
saw, I saw where some guy had
I think Tina will probably invite us, bro, when he gets here. I would just
Yeah.
be leader because I don't know how long,
I saw where some guy paid back in the day. He gave he bought a pizza, which was unheard of at the time, but somehow the manager was able to take the Bitcoin.
I'm
He
not
was
even.
like, yeah, I'll do it. But basically, the guy bought a pizza with 2 Bitcoins. I don't know this personally.
I've heard that story.
It's an article, right?
I've heard it.
So yeah.
I
I
sold
buy a
some-
couple pizza stores.
I sold 6 Bitcoin.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
You sold 6 for how much?
I'm not telling you.
Oh no.
Sorry, I
wouldn't
sold a
tell
lot
anyone
more than
either.
6. Trust me.
I can tell you it was
I
less.
actually I did okay, but
It was less than a C
not
note.
compared to today.
Mm.
For all 6 of them?
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. We have a friend. Now I don't know if it's the truth or not, but we have a friend. He's a pretty smart guy and been in the computer game a long time. But our friend Joe swears up and down that he
Yeah,
was
poor Joe.
obtaining coins back in the day by filling out stuff and doing different things. And I think he said it was 3,200 coins that he's pretty sure he lost on a drive somewhere.
Yeah.
So we had him on a private wallet and dropped the USB or something.
When I first moved to a little heli ski lodge in the middle of the mountains, I knew we were gonna have like nothing for internet. The IT dude was apparently like gonna be this horrible dude that like throttled everything. So I wanted to buy a VPN. So at the time, it was like 2009, 2010.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to buy a VPN. Though I'm like, if I'm doing it, let's do this untraceable. There's this Bitcoin thing, and I Western Union a dude $100, and I looked back at what I had spent on it. It was about 80 cents a coin.
Yeah.
Now I sold that laptop 2012, 2013, and I wiped that drive long ago. And so I'm long past throwing up over all this stuff.
Yeah,
That ship has sailed long ago,
for sure.
but definitely had that stuff No, really
Dude,
cheap.
like literally almost the same fucking story for why I sold mine. Oh,
Well, guys,
it was for a fucking VPN on some dumb shit. Fucking
oh, it's rough.
like so mad.
You guys contributed to it, though. You contributed to the Bitcoin revolution in your own way, because at the time, that's what it was worth. So don't feel, you know.
Well, no, it
That's
was
true.
absolutely.
You
Yeah.
know, it's.
I wasn't at a fucking dope hella ski lodge. I was in my buddy's basement eating
Hey,
mushrooms. Like,
Jolly.
Touche, dude.
yeah,
Jolly.
What up,
Today's on today's market, that's 330K.
yeah, I know. I'm in my my 700 square foot apartment right now.
If you didn't feel bad about it, I just want to make sure.
Make sure you're good.
Yeah,
Gotta make sure.
That's cold blooded.
We
Hey,
can
but
move
now,
down.
if you bought them again, you'd never sell them. You'd be
If
that
I could-
guy.
I could
People
move
be
down
like-
south and have me a nice place.
Do you guys want to go up to? Oh, you just need bullboards.
Yeah, that's all I
Yeah.
need.
Actually, I don't even think I have. Yeah, I need bull wars too.
I'll be fucking- I'm doing cave gorgers right now.
Nah,
Yeah,
I just
I've
need.
done the cave gorgers, but I'm just farming the cav up now.
I just
I
finished
need
the
those
bull.
too.
Yeah,
I'm done with Syrian Nights.
I just finished the bull wars too, or the cave gorgers. Excuse me. Oh.
So it was
Years.
really funny. So what we actually had for internet at that heli ski lodge, because there was no cell service, no nothing.
Hey,
There
Bubby,
was
you
no
still need
internet in town. So they had paid for 4
Um,
bonded, so 6 meg up, 6 meg down for like
Oh.
300 people.
That's fat.
So the dude gave us a gigabyte of bandwidth per month.
thanks, Bub.
That was it. And Windows didn't update, and it was over again. I'm sorry, you're locked. I'm locking your MAC address for the next month.
Oh, in the physical address.
What he would do is he would send out bandwidth.
Layer 2, man.
He'd send a chart with everybody's name, the MAC address they had registered with them, and how much bandwidth they used for the month. So he gave me everyone's MAC address. All I had to do is spoof a MAC address.
That's what's up.
Did. And in fact, what I did is I went into the public lodge where they couldn't use filtering because, I mean, you know, staff has to register a MAC address, but
Yeah.
obviously guests couldn't.
Sure.
Went in there and I just set it to change my MAC address every 30 minutes. I queued up like a couple hundred gigabytes worth of stuff on news groups, and I left for the weekend. We left for a long weekend. The other thing I had going at the same time,
It's awesome.
remember an old Firefox
You're like,
extension
fuck
called
you.
it was called Refresh Every. So you could just
Yes.
set it to refresh a page however often you wanted. So I did it once every 6 seconds. And so this dude's going to be sitting there going, oh my God, who's using all this bandwidth? Nobody can use internet this entire weekend. We've got to do something about this here. And he takes a look at who it is, and it changes every 30 minutes. And it's
Yeah.
doing nothing but downloading stuff from news groups, encrypted, and refreshing every 6 seconds, hotharryholes.com.
That's great.
Dude.
The funny thing was, when I came back after the weekend, he's like, your bandwidth's been reinstated. I'm like, why? What happened? Screw you. I'm like, what? I don't understand.
What's the problem, sir?
About, man.
What do you mean? Like you're like a nice guy too, like a nice guy, like generally like a calm toned man. Like, oh, why? I don't understand.
What could be the problem, officer?
I didn't do anything wrong. I don't understand why you have this issue.
Mr. IT officer.
Did you need
That's
help
gold.
troubleshooting stuff?
Can I help you with something? He sent him an invoice. Oh man, dude, see, I wish I was as smart as y'all on some of that shit. I'm trying. I'm gonna get there, but
It feels like it's not YouTube certified, man. We okay to YouTube it up or not?
Yeah, we on YouTube right now. And I'm just going to, I don't know how long I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'm going to do it for just like 10 minutes or 20. I'm just going to get something on here. You know what I mean? And so this chat was good, man. We kind of talked about it. And if any of the people who come back and watch this that are subscribed because of the crypto stuff, like, just let me know what kind of bullshit. We're just fucking hanging out. I'm just trying to get my channel monetization back. All those fucking ones that took off. I promise to make some more videos. I promise.
on a bullshit
IP
VPN.
address or something?
On
Oh,
a-
VPN.
The drive.
On a bullshit VPN when I in my boy's basement. Yeah.
Hey, my good friend was in a mining pool. I got a story for you. My good friend was in a mining pool, and he's mining with this pool. He gets up and goes to lunch, takes his wife out to lunch, comes back from lunch. Mind you, he entered this pool. I can't really quote the price, but it wasn't much money. It was less than $2,000 to enter, whatever he. All right, so he pool for less than $2,000. I want to say 1,500. Don't hold me to it. Anyways, he comes back to lunch and he's like a 1 in a gajillion phenomenon, and they've hit big, man. They've mined some crazy amount of coins or whatever. Anyways, he comes back to $330,000.
Not bad.
Know how that? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't even know how mining in pools and all that really works. I'm clueless.
I mean, I've got some videos on my YouTube. You can learn all about it, bro.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, he was.
That out.
I need to update all that stuff, man. But
He was
Dude.
doing those pools, which apparently can be obvious.
that's how I mined. I mean, that's how I used to mine. Well, now my mining recently has just been all my stuff's just been on NiceHash. But before that, that's how I mine, man. If you don't mine in a pool, now when I was doing like the Bible Pay and some other coins, a couple coins that I need to go back and check on because I think they might have taken off. I was mining solo on them at the beginning because I was getting. I mean, it was like no one was doing it. I was right in the beginning of it. So I was actually getting
out of that Bible
some
coin
coins.
because I was like, these Bible thumpers, they get behind stuff.
That's why I thought it would hit, man. I thought it would too.
Yeah.
But they still haven't figured out crypto yet. It's just they're not ready for them yet, bro. They still haven't figured it out. But I got it when they do. I got it when they do. You know what I mean? But, you know, mining in a pool is pretty simply saying it. It's like you work as a team with a bunch of people. So depending on what your hash rate is, you all have a combined hash rate, and you're all working towards the same goal of solving, you know, that block and confirming it. And, you know, the first people to confirm it, they get that block. They get the reward for the block. And so if you're in a pool of people, you're doing your hash rate's higher, so you're crunching more shit. And so you're more probable to get the solution first. And if you do, boom, you say, hey, I got the solution, and you send it out to people to confirm it. And if you get enough confirmations first, you get the reward. And then you split it up amongst yourselves based on how much of your hash rate you contributed. So if you only put in like 2%, you're going to get 2% of the reward. But then the pool admin himself, which, man, I don't know, man. Rhinos has been something to do, make some money, administer a fucking pool. And then you get a little bit of just like 1% or even less than that of commission. And I mean, you just run the pool for them. You know, you're running the actual the blockchain on your computer But anyways, that's a whole other video.
The way he was explaining it to me was like, did this happens, but the way that it happened with them was like a 1 in a gajillion chance. So apparently, multiple people in the pool group hit big, and then they split it, and it was just a huge sum of money for everyone.
That's good. That's good.
Not for nothing, but I would love to see you be a pool leader, sir.
I might have to throw up a server.
Can you ready to set it up? I'll put $1,000 right now.
Hell, I tell you what, man. I'm gonna have to nerd out, man. I'll have to straight up nerd out for a little bit, and I could do it though. But I got some other things. But you know, it's something to think about. If I did it, I would like to do a pool for like I don't know. I really like Ethereum. But you know, we could always do a pool for some new coin that's coming out and just try to. I don't know. We'll see.
On my friend Ghost, that's the one that's so
I can
good.
host that shit, though.
He's the one that's super into crypto, right? I was telling him that we should do a Second Amendment coin, man, because the same thing as the Bible thumpers. When people get behind the Second Amendment, man, they back it strong, man.
Well, your coin's gotta like you have to use it. There has to be something other than just that behind it. Like other than Dogecoin, most other coins are going to require some functionality with that blockchain. You have to use that blockchain to do something. Now, if you used it, like for example, I'm just going to try to figure out for your 2 Second Amendment example, like maybe if you had all the guns registered on the blockchain. You know, like that's a big issue. But then it's like people are like, oh, what am I going to measure? But it's just one of the things. It's like, look, it's just an idea. I'm not saying that, but there's something you have to, if you apply something.
Friends was telling me that too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but there's all kinds of cool, you know. But it's like all you got, guys. The blockchain is not. It is complicated the further you go down into it. But if you think of it like this, Charlie. Think of it like this. Basically, a blockchain is just a program that's running on the internet. And everyone's computers that's donating to it as a node is like just another piece of this one program. So the blockchain is it's nothing complex. It's a program running live on the internet that no one person owns or holds. It's like distributed. So, I mean, it's really cool. It's a novel.
Doing all the, like the ledger. It's just calculating the ledger, keeping track of the transaction.
For sure. For the blockchains that actually use monetary stuff. But they all kind of have that. But you can encode data inside those transactions, and that's where it becomes this running. That's what Ethereum, the dude with Ethereum, like that's what blew it up, because he created this whole thing on top of that. It's like another layer on top of it, you know. And so it gets crazy, man. What you can do. Information's cool, man.
Comes up
You
to
get these
32
emergent
of a coin.
properties.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I run an open node right now. Just because.
Yeah, brother. So you got the entire blockchain downloaded on your computer, the entire Ethereum blockchain on your computer? Oh yeah.
I like this one, Joe. I'm gonna strike it.
I need to. I've got a couple computers with it. My mining rigs do, and then of course, and I've got one that I just kind of use for, you know, just to check.
Operating system are you mining on? Unix, Linux, Windows? What are you mining on?
Right now, I'm not mining currently because it's too hot here, and I'm kind of rebuilding my thing. But I run on Windows right now. But I also run. My other rigs run on the ZCash OS. It's a flavor of Linux. Runs on a Linux kernel, but it's like that's the easiest way to mine for that. And the ZCash is dope because I get paid Bitcoin, and I just rent out my hashing power, and they pay me the equivalent of it, which is a lot of times it pays out better than any of the equivalent coins that day. And I just get paid in Bitcoin, and so I'm just betting on Bitcoin in the long, and I cash it out like once a month, and I get, you know, a few $100 out of that. And I don't even run that many money.
Hasn't hit its market cap yet. The coins aren't all developed at this point.
No, they're all done. The coins are all there. It's all in the blockchain, but they haven't all been. We haven't got to that fork where there's the complexity increases each. What do they call them? I'm having a brain fart.
It's a compounding complexity algorithm.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah. There's like eras. There's like every so often there's a complexity increase, and all that means is, yeah, like the hashes become increasingly more difficult, and so it requires more computational power to solve. But it's all already written, so all that bullshit just to say that there's a finite amount of Bitcoin. Mm-hmm. So all the Bitcoin that is here already usable that's not all the Bitcoin. There's some still locked away for the miners, because you have to have incentive for the miners because the miners are required for the whole thing to work. The miners are what keeps the system running. Without them, it wouldn't work. And so those people aren't just going to spend electricity for this shit for nothing. And so to get them to do this, it was genius. He said, okay, you'll get rewarded in Bitcoin or whatever the fucking crypto is for that blockchain. And, you know, that's what you do. You get rewarded. So if you mine and you help keep the program alive, you get rewarded in that crypto. So that's how it works, basically. I mean, it's kind of layman. I don't know.
Layman.
It gets real deep. But
it compounds cool. The difficulty essentially compounds. Each era compounds to like a exponentially increases in difficulty based on the previous hashing requirements for solving.
Yeah, that's right. Hell yeah. It's a dope fucking genius idea.
Look at me, tattooed cigarette smoking motherfucker. I understand cryptocurrency. Let's
Looking
go.
like an OG. I like it.
Yeah, but you're like a fucking nerd. You probably play 20-year-old wizard games too.
He got me there, boys. Oh, and I do it well.
All right, boys. Well, here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna stop the stream on YouTube just because I think I got enough stuff for it. And I'll just put this here, and then if anyone watches this video that's like watching on YouTube, because there's just so much on, you know, if there's some shit you want to watch, just drop a comment or something. Life gets to be life, but I'd love to fucking make shit, you know. But
hit us up. We're active. Get after it.
Yeah, so fucking hell yeah. Let us know what you want us to see. We fucking have fun. There's a lot of us. Yeah, like, share, and subscribe, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And I'm on Twitch too, at Twitch TV/JobeGamers. So that's where I usually stream my gaming and bullshit and just hanging out. But I might be on YouTube some more. We'll see. But
dude,
all right, y'all.
Start giving away cryptocurrency on the live streams. Man.
I could. I've got a bunch of it. And you know, I might do a stream where
coins, man. You could pass out 1,000 coins that are worth.
I could totally do it. And I would buy the coins and then pass them out. I mean, dude, so what's gonna happen once this shop gets to where I'm getting there. I've got some 6-foot Costco tables I'm setting up, and I'm putting all my computer equipment on it. I'm gonna set some cameras up on it so I can just switch between it and my 3D printers, and it's gonna be cool. And I can just sit here and do streams even in the just chatting, you know, during my day when I'm just hanging out, because that's what I do, you know.
Yeah, man.
I work out, I fucking nerd out, and I fucking play with my kids, you know, right now. Until they don't want me to fucking play with them anymore, I'm going to hang out with them. And then
Anymore.
and then when they're bored with me, I'll be like, all right, maybe I'll go get a job or something. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows?
As for the birds.
You know what I mean? But hey, I want to thank all you guys for fucking hanging out with this hangout and helping with this. We'll see how it goes. And hopefully this will help me get my monetization back. YouTube.
That have lost some bitcoins for fucking VPN.
Hey, we've got some stories to tell. So.
I'm pretty sure my friend's silent, man. I'm pretty sure I lost 3,200.